Afternoon, Scott.
Afternoon, Neil.
We're playing Russian Italian. We played one not too long ago. Russian Italian.
That's always fun.
On the Russian side of the front, Agony at Arnautovo, and I picked the Italians. I don't know why, but my advantages were I had elite squads in this case with an ELR of 5, and I had a glorious 10-2 leader, which was great. Disadvantages for this scenario. Holy crap, that went fast. Let's pause it. Disadvantages: I had a small start force, and I had a lack of anti-tank toys, and I'll get into that later. And the war balance looks like it favors the Russians. How about you?
I got for advantages. I got the early numbers. Outnumber the Italians. I got armor, a couple tanks, and I have a partisan flanking force coming in on turn 2. Yeah. Disadvantages. The ground snow. The ground snow at first doesn't seem like a big deal, but you add the hills, and it's can be kind of a nut cruncher trying to get up the hills, take some buildings. Pretty much got a CX to get anywhere. And then you get a buttload of Italians coming in, reinforcements that I have to deal with, and then the Russian first line squads they ELR straight to conscript, so that's not too much fun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's fire it up again, and I'll go into my defense. So I'll go ahead and start. So I had the Italians, and I only had 5 squads to begin with, and some concealment counters. So I'm trying to stave off, or at least play a delaying action with your Russians, and to try to do that with 5 squads, I found to be really tough, and I didn't know whether to set up forward or back. And you can see in this case, I'm mostly set up forward. In this case, hoping to at least get some shots off on you as you move through the open. There's a lot of open ground there to cover, at least on the south side, which would be the right side of the map. And I've spread my guys out fairly equally, and you can see on the bottom edge of the map, which would be the west side, I've got my 2 artillery guns kind of in the center of the village on the hills there, the crest of the hills, and then I have my anti-tank gun over in CC6 to cover my flank, because I figured you'd bring your armor up that side, and you did, but as we'll see, not much happened there. And then I have my 8-1, a heavy, and a squad in CC7 to cover that flank as well.
Yeah, my attack plan. We kind of had an issue again, which we have all the time with the overlays. You sent me the scenario setup, and then there was a hedge there, and I kind of set up behind the hedge, but not realizing that the hedge wasn't there. But I ended up just leaving it. But my plan of attack was to kind of push down that south side of the board, the right side of the board. Do a little armored assault with the 2 tanks and a couple squads, and push pretty hard down that right side. I had set up the 9-1 leader with 2 squads, the 2 mediums as a fire base. And then I took my, I had 3 4, 5, 8 squads, kind of an elite platoon with the 8-0 leader, a couple of light machine guns to push down that through the middle of the board. I could have came around on the left side of the board, but I just was trying to avoid the frozen stream. But I just didn't want to deal with that, so.
I get DM right off the bat. You fired on me, broke some guys, and rushed right up into the village through the tree line.
Yeah, doing a little armored assault on the right side there. You kind of held your fire for a while. I think you were just looking for a nice juicy target, but
yeah, I didn't have. I had limited shots. I had 5 squads and a couple machine guns. So yeah, I was trying to pick and choose carefully what I was shooting at.
You did break a squad in my on my fire base stack there, which pretty much took those guys out of the game. Pretty much the whole game, really, because it's just
Well, you had to drop a
Yeah, just
medium,
left
and
it.
then guy you had to route back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it took them a while to get back into the game. So here I'm
Yeah,
trying to
effectively took
go
him
ahead.
out.
Yeah.
I just took him out for the whole game, pretty much.
I'm trying to sneak my concealed fake dummy squad kind of around the hill to just make you think what I'm doing.
Yeah, I really thought you had. I thought there was like a squad there, probably for sure.
I couldn't really afford to actually put something over there.
Well, there was one part here where I started counting what was revealed, but you still had the hidden, the
Yeah.
leader with the hidden with the heavy, and so. But yeah, I was able to push down through the right side pretty good.
Yeah, I'm falling back on my heels on that side. Well, pretty much everywhere. This whole until I get my reinforcements, I'm just hanging on for dear life, falling back, trying to just slow you down as much as possible.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Gonna
okay.
find yep, the AT gun.
Yeah, this was my one and only chance, and I think I hit, but maybe I didn't hit. I didn't do anything to your T-34 because of the artillery guns I have really no effect. They have no armor piercing, so they can't really do anything against your T-34s. And that was like my one shot. It was a point blank side shot, and I couldn't get anything with
Yeah,
it. Couldn't even get rate. I got
yeah.
nothing.
No, it was pretty sad.
You were tore up about it. Ah,
No, I was sweating the anti-tank gun a little bit. That was a pretty good shot, but yeah,
yeah.
nothing happened.
I
So,
was pretty happy when you drove
oh,
right
and I
by
brought
him.
my yeah, I brought my partisans on, and I found your hidden heavy with your 8-1 leader, and you just vaporized one of my partisan squads.
Well,
It was
I had a
real.
chance to vaporize them when they were actually running through the open, but I fired the squad on something else, and they cowered
Coward.
because I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
include the leader, so I couldn't fire my heavy on anything else. But I got some shots off on them, like you said there, as they came up the hill. So I think I took a shot with my artillery gun on your T-34. I didn't really look at the math closely when I took a shot. In reality, I couldn't really do anything unless I got a critical hit.
Yeah, that was about your only option.
Yeah. Oh, here you're bringing your guys up the road, and I surprise you with a shot from the artillery.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew those guns were out there, but I didn't know where, and what am I gonna do? Just keep pushing. So.
Yeah, I set them up on the hill, hoping I knew I'd lose some buildings, but I bring my reinforcements back and hopefully fight back. And then if I could get across that road, I could, if I still held the artillery, I could at least cover any of your units trying to take buildings back. That was my plan anyway.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just like, I'm trying to get rid of your guns and then kind of set up for your reinforcements.
Yeah, you swarmed the village now. The only thing I have is my broken guys in CC8, and we're in close combat in X6. That's it.
Yeah, I took out the rest of your guns.
Yeah.
The heavy was kind of worrying me a little bit, but I think I finally broke those guys and then forced them to rout.
And I broke
Eventually
one
here.
artillery gun.
Yeah, and I lost the main armament on one of my T-34s. That kind of sucked, but
I think I still have a squad. Oh no, he was eliminated for failure to rout. He was in Z4, I think, Z5 in the center there. He got eliminated. He was surrounded.
I think you still got a broken one in like U7.
Yeah, yeah.
But
You've captured almost everything, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to take it all back. I didn't think you would get this deep into the board or into the village, but you just overran my Italians.
Mamma mia.
But the good thing is, at least at this point, because I'm about to get my reinforcements, I think, is
Yeah.
you're spread out all over this bottom board at this point.
Yeah, because you could bring your reinforcements in along the bottom edge or along the whole left edge. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't know what you're gonna do, and I had to try and I knew I was getting spread out pretty thin, but it's like, what do I got? I got to cover every angle. So
Yeah, here I come. Demo charge hero right off the bat. I'm screaming in off board. Yeah, I didn't want to come in on the left side and go to the right to capture buildings back because I'd have to deal with going through the frozen stream, which is essentially a gully.
Mhm.
So I tried to bring as
Yeah.
much as I can where you see it. I brought everything up from the bottom edge of the board because that's the buildings were closest from that edge as well. I thought that was my best
Well,
bet.
the whole elevation change with the ground snow is just a gotch. It's double the terrain up and down. So it's +1. So yeah.
Yeah, so to go up a snowy hill hex into a building was you would like CX unless you had a leader,
Yeah.
and the leader had to be like close to the building to even not go CX. Yeah, the snow is really tricky for movement. So I'm making decent
Yeah.
headway pretty early,
Yeah.
getting back in. I made a fatal error
Yeah. You
with
broke.
Ulinetti there.
Oh yeah.
He should have gone to AA9 to begin with to cover your Kovac leader coming back into the action.
The partisans.
Yeah,
Yeah. I captured your heavy machine gun.
yeah,
Set it up there in AA7.
yeah. Oh, Ulinetti battle hardened, and I renamed him Obi-Wan. 10 minus 3 Italian. 10 minus 3 Italian, baby.
Oh wow. Yeah, it was kind of slow going for you, but you had a lot of firepower, a lot of numbers, and I knew it was going to be tough to try and hang on. But as far as victory conditions, you had to have more buildings
Yeah, to the
than
right of
than
the
the
stream.
Russians. Yeah,
Yeah,
than the Russians.
yep. And I
And we kind of
had,
figured
go ahead.
it's like equal numbers of buildings on both sides of the road,
Right.
east and west of the road. Yeah.
Yep. So I've captured back almost all of the buildings now on the bottom side of that road that cuts through the hills. All I need is one on the other side of the road. And then I have to hold them because you got to go last.
But yeah, at this point you got one turn left after this.
Yeah, and we've got some melee going on. I think I win one or two of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. We had 3 of them at one time, and you
Yeah.
did pretty good. I think you won all 3 of them. But
So here at the end, there I captured the 12th building, or I would have captured the 12th building in V6 because I would have advanced a bunch of guys in there. So I need one across the road. So here I am making a last ditch sprint to try to get one building across the road. And
with
then,
Obi-Wan, you're running the gauntlet.
yeah, running the gauntlet. And all those, I think there were 2 squads in Obi-Wan in Hex Y6. They all got pinned. So I
Yeah.
couldn't advance up the hill and take a building, and that's where it ended. Russians with 13 buildings, Italians with 12. It was a close game. I thought the Italians were going to get throat punched early. I mean, they did, but I didn't think I'd be able to recover. But I mostly did. I almost took it.
Yeah, no, it was a fun scenario, and I remember when we took a couple different sessions to play it out, but you were worried because you were losing so bad at first. But
Yeah,
it's like I kept thinking, you've got so many guys coming on. I knew it was gonna be tough to hold off your reinforcements. Um, yeah, it was good scenario, a lot of fun.
yeah. And when Ulinetti battle hardened to a 10-3.
Oh
Um,
God.
yeah, I mean, you shoot at me, you get morale checks, and I just shrug them off. Like, okay, whatever. Tail of the dice, pretty even. Looks like I started out warmer than you at the beginning, and then my turn 6, my rolls just started going to crap. It looked like, and then it evened back out. But overall, it was pretty even.
Yeah, I there was a lot of the game where I thought my dice rolls were just crap. I always think that, so I don't know.
I know I did get more snake eyes than you. I got some. I got some outright. I think I got one outright KIA, which doesn't happen much in squad leader ASL. You killed one of you killed two of my initial leaders. One with a sniper shot right through the head. My A-1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a good scenario. A little bit back and forth. It was fun. Rushing Italian.
yeah, yeah. Both sides end up attacking, and both sides end up defending. So
Yep.
yeah, it's pretty fun.
Next scenario, we're heading to Italy, to Sicily, to play a Piazza Ridge scenario. That should be interesting because we're learning hillocks. So bear with us.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we'll play it if we can
We'll play it.
figure out the hillocks.
We'll play it with or without hillocks.
Okay.
We'll see you then. Ciao.
Alrighty.